I just think we've fully lost the plot in 2025. Calls to ban drivers from even a single sip are emblematic of our joyless, risk-averse society. I'm a sober person and I'm also a each to their own, it's a free world, do as you wish. But this is ridiculous. I know people, I have known people in my life that have lost loved ones to drunk drivers, and it has ripped people's lives apart. Also wild is if you scroll down to the bottom of the article, this is the first article that you see. Algorithm stinging you a little bit there, Telegraph. We've got to stop this culture of shaming people that don't drink, or suggesting that we're joyless and risk averse if we don't partake in drink driving. I'm sorry, I just heard myself say that sentence and I'm like baffled. I did a video a few years ago with somebody that published an article talking about how she'd done a sober Christmas the year before and how she would never be repeating the experience again because basically all people that do that are losers. The problem I have is that as somebody that grew up with a drinking problem and seeing the culture around me that glorified drinking, that glorified alcoholism, it seemed like the opposite version of that made you an outlier in society. It made you somebody that shouldn't be bothered with or somebody that was boring. And now we're taking it to the realms of drink driving. Do you know how insulting that is to the families of people that have lost loved ones? I don't know, what do we think? Am I being unfair? Should we all be drink driving more? Am I just too risk averse and joyless? And should I start drinking again and make sure that I get behind the wheel in order to complete that experience? And we're seeing stats like this. So this was published last year. The number of drink drive collisions has risen to its highest level in a long time. We not think that publishing articles with headlines like that is irresponsible. Killing country pubs, that is a whole debate that needs to be had. I love going to the pub as much as the next man, and I'll have an alcohol-free beverage, I'll get some nice food, and I'll manage to get home safely. I agree that businesses are in massive trouble in the UK. However, it's a separate debate that should be had by people. Probably I'm not one of the people that should be involved in that debate because I don't really have much to offer to it, but I think stirring it up, headlines like this isn't helpful. I don't know, I just feel like we all need to get our heads screwed on a little bit in the glorious year of 2025. I think we've all completely lost the plot. I think one of the worst things about living in this sort of like say what you want and whoever can say it the loudest wins kind of culture is that we just don't really care about how certain things like this might affect people. It's all just kind of like clickbait and let's us see how many people we can get angry. And so I don't really like that I'm making a video about this because I sort of don't want to feed the monster, but I also just want to talk about why this is a problem.